my name is Karli. I am a dance instructor at the Des Plaines Park District. I will be doing an adult ballet class for you guys today. Just a series of some of the warming up exercises and some exercises that are meant to encourage and strengthen those long, lean muscles that dancers are so well known for. The only things you'll need are yourself, socks or bare feet. If you have ballet shoes, even better. But since we're all at home and we might not have that, just use what you have. I have a chair here as my bar, a countertop, a table, whatever you have to hold on to for balance is helpful. I also would recommend, if you want a little extra challenge, you cannot use the bar at all for some of the exercises. It's always there as just a support, but not to hold us up. So whatever your level is, play around with that. I also have a mat here because as an adult community, we're usually a little less active than our youth participants. So maybe having a little bit more of a sedentary daily routine. So I like to start with some exercises on the floor to kind of just let the muscles know you're about to do some work. So if you have a mat, cool. If you have carpet, that works too. You can do it on the floor. So I'm just starting with my spine nice and straight, always paying attention to our breathing. I'm just going to round my belly, pulling my belly in towards my spine, and then stretch it to warm up our abdominals. While I'm doing that, I'm going to take my arms from first to second, so it will look like this. Round and over. First, second, first, second. Good, you should feel those abdominals just getting warm. Good. I'm stretching my toes, but trying to keep my toes and heels on the floor. We're going to do two more. Now keep your arms closed. Up and down. So I'm staying in this back position. So really engaging those abdominals here. Fifth position, low, high, low, high. Back to our movement. Stretch, curve, stretch, curve, stretch, curve. Good, we're going to stay back with our arms in fifth. Follow the fingertips with the eyes. So this is called a pas using our upper body in our dancing, as well as port de bras, which is how we use our arms in ballet. Good, so we're warming up that back a little bit, but we haven't forgotten about our core. One more each side. Good. Abdominals are nice and active now. We're going to roll down to our back to warm up our glutes and the backs of our legs. So I'm just keeping my feet flat. If you want an extra challenge, you can lift your heels to get those calves working too. But I'm just going to squeeze and lower down. Up, down. Good. Don't forget about your breathing. Good. This one I'm going to hold up and I'm going to go half down. 3, 2, 1. That should really get those hamstrings nice and warm. I'm going to stretch this right leg up, pointing that toe, crossing it over my opposite side, just letting my hip fall open to start. Breathe. Pull that leg in, wrapping both hands around, feeling that stretch on that right leg, the one that's crossed over. There's an option here if you want to round up. Sometimes that increases the stretch a little bit. We're going to go ahead and switch. Good, stretch that other leg up, cross it over. Just start by letting that hip fall open. that knee in towards your chest. Optional lifting of the head. Good. Rolling back down. I'm going to roll to my side now. Forearm is fine, or you can rest your head on your bicep there. But what we're going to do is make sure either position you're in, you're thinking of holding that side body a little bit. So we're going to keep our core active, those oblique muscles a little bit more. So we're going to open and close. We're getting ready to work in rotated positions and parallel positions. So we want to get these inner and outer hips that we might not use as much if we're spending more time walking in parallel in our everyday lives. Keeping your knees connected, or opening, closing, and your ankles connected. Good, we're gonna change it up a little bit here. I'm gonna tap my knee, then tap my toes. Tap my knee, tap my toes. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Switching it around to the other side. Sometimes when you have a little cramp, you can kind of massage them out. And open, close. Knee to knee, toe to toe, toe. Sorry, toe. Knee. Good. Flexibility of your hips is something that not everyone has, so if you don't feel like your knee is moving, rotating in or out as much as mine, that's totally fine. Just aiming for that knee to toe is the goal. Good. Bring those feet together in the center. And just take your ear towards one shoulder and circle it around. That feels nice to just stretch. One more circle. And we'll take our ear towards our other side and just circle around. Good. And then fold yourself in half and stretch. Good. If you're not all the way down to the floor, you can always just gently open those knees, those hips with your hands or your elbows, or if you're feeling really flexible, stretching out longer, whatever your body feels. And then we'll get ready for standing. Start in first position. So you want to make sure you're rotated from the top of your hips, but not beyond your knees. So those knees stay right over the toes. So we're going to demi 1, demi is small, and stretch. 3 and 4, you're gonna just lift those heels off the floor, put them back down, lift, put them back down. Then we go to our grand plie. Our heels get to come off the floor, our knees stay over our toes, our hips are stretching. 6, tendu, second position, and demi 1, 2, 3, 4, lift those heels. You want that arm held strong from your back. And grand plie, your arm is going to fifth this time as we go down. This is something that always happens. You try not to slide those feet, but really just let those inner thighs stretch and open, that pelvis fall. We're gonna keep following that hand around to a small contraction forward. 6, a rond de jambe to fourth. So I brought my standing leg closer to my body, circled my outside leg to make this fourth position, which should be about as wide as the length of one of your feet, maybe a little wider. So rotating from your hips, still plie and stretch, plie and stretch. We're gonna lift our heels in fourth and lower, lift and hold this time. Find your balance with those arms coming strong from your back again. First position, and then we're gonna extend, don't wobble, to our fifth. Plie and stretch, plie and stretch, elevate and lower, elevate and lower. Grand plie, 2, 3, 4, looking at your fingertips. We're gonna take a stretch forward. So try not to let your tail send you forward, but control those abdominals and chest over the weight of your toes forward. Try to fold yourself in half, chest lifts to the sky, arm stays in relation to your face. You don't wanna become a pillow. And then lower to first or close to first. One more elevate, balancing with those arms low, and really feel strength coming from your center, front to back. Okay, so we're gonna try it with some music. Lift, lower. Really feel that resistance on the way down. Grand plie. Right all the way to second. And demi. Stretch. Demi. Stretch. Lift those heels up. Feel those inner thighs working, squeezing those glutes a little bit for that wider position. Grand plie. Follow the hand with your eyes. Keep it moving. Remember, this time we stretch to our side. Small contraction. Tendu fourth. Demi. Two elevates. Lift and lower. Lift and hold. Find your balance here. Energy coming from our centers. Stretch. Fifth. Demi. Here's our grand plie. Really press those heels to the floor as soon as you can. Big stretch all the way forward. Fold in half. Take your time. Exhale, stretch back. Tendu first. Find that solid position. Use that core. Use all that strength in those legs that you just warmed up. And find your balance. Lift your chin. And finish. Nice. All right, so we have two legs. So we have to do the other side. You can turn around or flip your chair to the other side like I did, whatever works for you. Lift. Good. Follow. Slide to your second. Demi one. Try to maintain that rotation and lift those heels. Good. And follow the hand. Keep it reaching to your bar. Small contraction of that upper body. Fourth position, demi. And lift. And lower. And lift. Cross. You want to make sure that foot is in front of your belly button, not over to the side. Stretch those arms. Fifth position, demi. Here's our final stretch. Good. Up and back. Tendu first. Lift those heels one more time. Good. Lower. Plie. Finish. Nice. All right. So the next thing we do will be our tendus. So we're gonna just warming up the feet. We really want to try to massage the floor with our foot is what I always try to remind my students, so that you don't just put the toe out there, but that you're really working and pushing through something. So arms are gonna start first, second. We're gonna go front and half point. So that means you go to your ball of your foot, back to your toes and close. And side and half and stretch and close. And back and half. Stretch and close. Side close first. Side close first. From the back and half. Stretch and close. To the side. Half. Stretch and close. To the front. Demi. Stretch and close. Side for 2. Tendu. So we're going to take it side like we did in our plies with that small contraction, but this time we're also going to take it side and back. We're going to stand up, turn around to the other side. But for chair bar purposes, we'll give ourselves a little time to move it on over. So one more time. Tendu. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Find the length. 2, 3, 4, and a 5, 6, 7, 8. To the bar. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Take it back. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I cross my outside leg in front of my other leg. That's how you do a turny turn or a turn around, a détourné to the other side at the bar. All right, let's go for our tendus. 7, 8. Strong arm. Stretch. Half toe. Stretch. Close. Stretch. Half toe. Stretch. Close to the back. 1. Side. And 1 more. From the back. Back. Make sure it's crossing that other leg. You don't want to have it out to the side. Side. Demi point. Full point. Close. Front. Demi. Stretch. Close. Tendu. Here comes our stretch. We reach our fingertips and round our chins. We reach again. Plie up, turn around or flip your chair. Second side we go. 1, half, stretch and close to the side. 1, half, stretch and close. Back, half, stretch and close. Tendu, close, tendu and close. The music's gonna start. From the back we go. Back, half, stretch and close. Side, half, stretch, strong arms. Make sure those elbows don't droop. 1. To the side, length behind those kneecaps. Here's our stretch to the bar. Try to chest to the ceiling. Plie up, turn around. Do a full turn. Very nice. Okay. So next would be our tendus from 5th position. So that's a cross position or a 3rd position, which is a little less cross. So either way, you're gonna put one foot in front of the other. So we're gonna start with our right foot in front. So we're going to take our arms to 5th position to start this time. 7, look up on 8. We're gonna tendu and lift off the floor, close, back, front. Tendu and lift, tendu and close. Tendu, cross front, tendu, cross back. We're gonna take our arm down and through to the front. Tendu and lift and lower and close. Tendu and lift and lower and close. Tendu, cross back, tendu, cross front, arm back to the front. We're gonna go 1, lift, lower, close. Side, lift, lower, close. back, lift, lower, close, plie. Keep that arm there. Back, lift, lower, close, side, lift, lower, close, front, lift, lower, close, plie. This time we cross our ankles to balance in susu. Arms are in first. So notice my arms aren't too high. They're just on a downward slope, but held and lifted from my back. Okay, then we would do that on the other side as well. So I'll show you one more time. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, again, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, circle, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, back, 2, 3, 4, plie, keep that arm where it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, off side, 6, 7, 8, arm goes down to up this time. Da, 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 plie, cross those ankles, stand tall. All right, tendus from fifth. Here we go. Arm up, stretch, lift, lower, close, stretch, lift, lower, arm open, side, front, side, back, plie, circle, 7, 8. Don't forget those rolling through the bones of the feet like we just did in the earlier exercise. Side, cross, back, side, cross, front, arm down, 7, 8. Now we go 1, lift, lower, arm open, side, arm back, plie, 7, 8, back, side, arm down to go up, front, plie, susu. Now just hold it. Good. See if you can feel that energy coming from the back of the leg while you're balancing. Good. All right, let's try the other side. So the plie only happens when you're close back for this one. 7, and front, lift. Really stretch those toes again. Look over your shoulder and cross that leg behind your body. To the side, cross back. Arm down, up, single tendus to the front, lift, lower, plie, and stretch, last set, back. Susu. Good. All right, just a general note, since we're all using different objects than ballet bars, I'm guessing, that you want to make sure that that chair, your bar, your table, your hand is in front of you, because once it gets behind you, then things get a little bit misaligned in our centers. So you want to try to have this, again, as a guide for balance, but not a crutch for the exercise. So we'll move on to dégagés. Keep cutting my head, 7 and 8. Tendu and lift and lower and close, brush and brush. To the front again and lower and close and brush and brush. to the side and lift and lower and close and a brush, brush, brush. Back. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 2 brushes to the back. Inside leg. All to the back again. 2 brushes. Now side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A down and up, a down and up, a down. Arms up. And see if you can hold your balance and stay. All right, so one more time, I'll try it on the other side. We have tendu, lift and lower and close, dégagé, dégagé. Switch your weight without making a big to-do about it. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and brush to the side. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 3 quick dégagés to the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to the back again. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the goal is to get both arms up together without losing your balance. Let's give it a try with some music. Tendu, lift, lower, close, brush, and brush, inside leg. Tendu, lift, lower, close, brush, and brush to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 1, 2, 3, to the back, lift, lower, close, dégagé. Inside leg, back. To the side. And a 1, 2, 3. Down, up, down, up, down, up. Good. Hold those abdominals. You're going to think of your abdominal walls like a zipper. Plie. Very nice. Other side. Stretch that knee. Inside leg to the front. And 3, 2, 1. To the back. Stretch. Last time back. Plie. Up, down, up, down, hold. Good, strong, switch those toes, and finish, very good. Okay, all right. So we're gonna go ahead and go on to our rond de jambes. So opening up our hips a little bit more. We're gonna start with a fondue, which means to melt. So we're gonna bend our supporting leg. Switch sides again. The leg that's closest to the bar or chair. So we're gonna go 7, arm up, 8. We're gonna melt. So I'm bending and stretching that front foot and close. Melt and close. Bend and stretch. A circle around. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6. This time 7 and 8. Keep going. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. You get to take it off the floor, just about 2 inches off the floor, all the way around. Close first. Arm back. And 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. Slow 7 and 8. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, a little quicker, 7 and 8. Keep going, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, off the floor, 6, 7 and 8. Up to your knee, find your toe to your knee, close it back. This is a passe. Up to your knee and close it front. Plie, releve, retire, balance on one leg. You have the option to just stay flat for that, like you did in the passe changes, or let go. So one more time, it's a little more complicated. First position, melt, and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6. Use the floor. I like to think of my big toe as like a marker. I'm drawing the letter D on the floor. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6. Quicker, 7 and 8. We keep it moving. Off the floor, around 6, 7, 8. Reverse, and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. Back to the front, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. Faster, 2 times. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This time we close 5th. So that was the only time we closed 5th, is when we did that last balancing. So up the leg, up the leg. I believe on the first side I just held my arm here, so do that on this side. Plie, rise. So make sure when you lift that toe to your knee, whether you're going flat or to releve position, that that toe actually connects with your supporting leg. You don't want to detach and attach it. Okay, let's give it a try. First position, 7 and fondue. Slow, back to first, melt. Really feel that tension and resistance when you close first position. 2 ranjams. Keep going. Now you brush it off the floor, all the way to your back, and close first. Use those arms. Good. And your eyes. Soft fingers. Again. Backside front. Hold those abdominals. Off the floor, closing 5th. And 7, arm to first. Lift that toe up to your knee. Put it down. From the back. Down. Plie. Lift. Hold. Find your balance. Let go of your bar. Lots of energy. You want to think of that knee pressing to the side, hips stay open, and then you're going to slide that toe down to the other foot and finish. Very nice. Okay, wasn't so bad, right? Side side. Not so bad until you have to do the other side. Here we go. Long arm, 2 a little faster. Keep it moving. up, put it down, roll through the feet, try not to bend those knees, knee to the side, 2 heels on the floor for your plie, up, good, lots of energy coming out of the top of your head, you're still growing and lengthening, pushing that heel away, you don't want it to rest on your leg, hold, abdominals, slide that toe across, and finish. Good. All right, we made it to frappes. So frappes are a little bit tricky to get the concept of sometimes, but it means to strike, and you just want to hit the floor with the ball of your foot and brush to your toe. So very carefully, make sure we're not just stubbing our toe to the floor. So we're gonna do it slow, no, nothing too tricky. But we're gonna start with a flexed little beats, petit babas, front and back, and front and back, front back, front back, front back, and back and front and back and front, back front, and front. To the front and front, a side, a front, a side, a back, to the back, a side, a back, a side, a front. Plie. That's it. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7. Hold 8. A 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, a 6, a 7. Hold 8. Front for 2, side for 2, front, side, back, close, fifth. A back for 2, a side for 2, a back, side, front, close, fifth. I'm doing them flex because I think it's easier to get the cross position, but if you want to do them pointed, if you've been practicing a little bit longer, or if that's just your mood today, knock yourself out. So yeah, definitely when we hit the floor, we don't want our foot flex, we want that pointed. So we're gonna brush the floor. Let's give it a try. A front, a back, a front, a back, front back, front back, front back, and stay. A back, a front, a back, a front, back front, and stay. Frappe 2, and side, and front, side, back, close, fifth. Frappe to the back, frappe to the side, back, side, front, plie. Good. Sometimes when you're really focused on your feet, you forget about our arms or our standing side. Not just you, me too. So make sure you're thinking of lifting that back and holding those arms from the back all the time, not just when it's obvious. 7 and 8. Frappes, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2, 3 frappes, close, back, back, side. Good. Our hand on our hip, and we're gonna just loosen up our hips by making contact with the floor through first, just with the ball of our foot when we brush our attitude. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Arm up, and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7. That last one I straighten to close, 8. Then I'm going to do my big battement. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Don't change, and change to the back. 1, woo, 3, 4. Don't change, and change to the front. Plie. 2. If you are familiar with attitude, here's your chance to try it. You can turn towards your bar to make sure your hips are nice and square and that knee doesn't turn in, but you plie, releve, and then go to your attitude, or plie, adjust, face that bar, test your balance here, square, maybe extend to your Arabesque. Dancer's choice a bit, okay? So it started with swings, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then I took my arm up, keep cutting my arm off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here's the last one. 7, close 8. Bottom front, bottom side, don't change. Then change bottom back, don't change, and then lift up. Okay, here goes nothing. You can take more time and like pause it and work on your balancing or stretching after that other side. But I'm just gonna keep it moving. It's just a little bit in the center. What I typically hear from my adult students is what they really like about a ballet class is that it makes them be aware of their balance and stability and work different muscle groups. So this, people associate dancing and exercising with fast stuff, but moving slow is also really hard and works those stabilizer muscles. So this exercise is going to help with that. So we're going to start parallel actually once we come back to our center. Arms are going to go first and open. Don't lock your knees, but stretch forward, really engage the abdominals. Going forward to the floor, and I don't want you to roll through your spine like we did with the bar. We're going to go flat back this time, using our core to stand up. I just turned sideways for a second so you could see 7 and 8. So then we're going to take that toe, our right leg, all the way up from our ankle to our knee, and we're going to hold it in front of us. So you want to think of like an imaginary string from your belly button to your knee, and just balance there. Lift your chin, lower those shoulders, just kind of take a moment, turn out those toes. First position, 7, 8. Arms go fifth, close first. Arms go side, close first. Other leg, front, close, side, close. Now here's the fun part. Your toe comes up, rotated this time, so my knee is to the side. From my toe to my knee, my arms are with you. So if balance is really a struggle for you, take out the arms, just use that leg, keep your hands on your hips. Keeping your hands on your hips will also keep you level, so you don't want to be leaning. That's the tricky part. Anyway, up here, so long arms, I'm gonna lift my heel that's on the floor, and I'm gonna turn towards it. So I lift and rotate, lift and rotate. I'm rotating and rotating and rotating until I get back around to the front, lower, parallel, other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, up, 5, 6, 7, 8, and a 1, 2, 3, 4, hold 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's stay there another 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 1, 2, 3, 4, lower 5, 6, 7, 8. All 1 and side. Other leg, all front and side, and toe to your knee, arms fifth or on your hips. Just turning, make sure you turn the same direction as the foot that's on the floor. If you turn This way it gets a little bit tricky. All right, so again, just for fun, just to keep our balance in check, and a little slow adage to finish up with. So let's give it a try. Nice and lift it through our centers and stretch. Arms over your head as you come up. Use those abdominals. Don't lock those knees. Rolling through the foot. Lift it up. Find your balance and stay. Breathe, lower with control. Open toes. Tendus. Front and close. Side. See how my arms are going in a circular motion? And side. And lift that same leg we lifted before. Turn out that hip and stay. Shoulders down. 7 and 8. We're turning around. All the way back to the front. With control, back to parallel. Last time, roll forward. Fold in half, up. Roll through that foot, parallel, and stay. Turn out. Got a little bit off our music. And front. Side. And front. And side. Keep it moving up that leg, and it turns around. Everyone has one side that bounces easier than the other. Pretend the piano is playing very nicely, and lower. Very good. Okay, so that is the conclusion of my adult ballet class. I hope you enjoyed it. I would recommend doing some of the stretches that we did in the beginning now, or just, winding down if you want to do a little jump, a little, hop around your house, just to get your heart rate up and finish up that way. That's great. Again, my name is Karli from the Des Plaines Park District, and me, and along with the rest of the staff, wish you all to be well, be safe, and be active. Thanks for dancing with me.